Tommy Robinson, he's at court this morning at the Royal Courts of Justice. Is it for the way he's being treated at Woodhill Prison? Or is it for the sentencing that he received at court? I believe personally, if it's for the sentencing, I believe that yes, the sentence they gave him was a bit harsh, because you've got to remember, even though he went to Spain, even though he was supposed to appear at the court before he went to Spain, he went to Spain 3 or 4 months and he flew back from Spain knowing full well that he could be arrested at the airport, which he wasn't. He then gave himself up to a police station. They took him to court and the court gave him 18 months, right? Which really I feel was a little bit harsh, being that he flew back from Spain. He didn't have to. He didn't have to fly back. He could have stayed in Spain. He could have come back years later, you know. But he come back from Spain knowing that he's got to face a jail term. He knew that he was going to go in prison. His legal team must have told him already that he's going to go away in prison. He knew that, but he didn't know that he was going to go get an 18-month sentence. He thought maybe a little 3 or 4 months, or a fine, or house arrest, or a tag, you know. So that was a bit of a shock. The judges will be looking at that he flew over from Spain, give himself up. That, in the judge's eyes, is good, yeah? Even though maybe when he flew from here to Spain, he was supposed to go to court that morning, but he didn't. He flew to Spain. So there's another thing that they might be looking at. For, well, you know, he shouldn't have done that, yeah? Or is he at court this morning for the way Woodhill are treating him? Right, you've got to remember, yeah, that the governors of a prison are exactly that. They're the governors of a prison. They're not really told by anybody what they can and can't do. Sometimes the Home Office will be in touch with them saying, look, you know, this, that, Tommy Robinson, this, that, Tommy Robinson, yeah? But the governor and the chief, the number one chief of the prison, I don't know if they've still got chiefs, but they did have when I was away. But say they still got them, yeah? So it'd be the chief and the governor will go, well, he's down the block. You know, he gets that privilege, he gets this privilege. He's not down there as a punishment. He's down there because he can't go up in the wing. He's down there for his own protection. So the judges at the Royal Courts of Justice will say, is he down there on his own protection, yes or no? They're going to say yes, he's there on his own protection. So therefore, he's not under punishment. He's not in punishment. So he's down the block and he's being punished for his own protection, yeah? If they're not giving him his phone calls, that's not right. If they're not giving him his visits, that's not right. If the only thing that is right, that he's saying, Tommy Robinson, that he's not being fed the right food. He can only spend X amount of money down the block. They give him food from the hot plate. He can go up to the hot plate and get his food. They're not going to poison him. That's an impossibility. There's no way they can do that, because there's other people down the block get their food. They can't just pull Tommy Robinson's food aside and say, here, Tommy Robinson, here's your food. He gets his food on a tray, in a plate, as he walks along getting his food, yeah? So the judges are going to look at that, yeah, and say, well, he gets fed. He can get fed. So the only other things are his visits and his phone call. That something maybe the judges can intervene in, yeah? But as I said before, the governor of the prison and the chief of the prison do exactly really what they want to do. Years ago, I see a film about a guy in Alcatraz. They forget the name of the film. They bashed this guy up, broke his legs, and done all sorts of things. Had him in solitary confinement for months and months and months. Sort of chucked water over him, cold water, just kept bashing him up. Yeah, he goes to court. They realise what they've done to him. He gets X amount of money, I think, I'm not quite sure. But he goes back to Alcatraz, where they kill him in Alcatraz, yeah? He gets killed in Alcatraz, back. These judges don't like to overrule governors of courts, I could be courts, sorry. They don't like to overrule governors of prisons. They don't like to overdo that because there's so many people in different prisons down the block who are going to do exactly the same things. So they don't really like to overrule that, yeah? You'll find that the judges are not into overruling governors of prisons or chiefs of prisons. They let it go as it is, yeah? Because they're looking at maybe 700 to 1,000 people in that prison, yeah? One person is complaining about his food, his phone calls, his this, that and the other. They're not going to listen to that, these judges, you know. But I've got a funny feeling that the only other thing Tommy Robinson might have result on, he could get a lesser sentence. He could even be released. But I don't feel that he'll have any joy about the way the government's treated him down the block, because the judges might say, you're treating him wrong, yeah? Okay. If you come back to Woodhall prison and the judges and these governors can do the exact same thing of what they've all been doing, might even make it even worse for Tommy Robinson. And then Tommy Robinson have been complaining to his legal team, and he go back to court. It's a long thing. It's a long thing. And I don't think he'll have a result. I only hope the result he's going to have is his sentence was too harsh, and they're going to give him a little sentence, a lesser sentence, maybe in a week's time, month's time, and knock at the door, get your gear packed, Tommy Robinson, you're going home. Good morning.